Happy Tuesday, 4 p.m. This is such an unusual day and time for me to be going live, but thank you for accommodating. My sister had been pretty sick and I was helping out her a lot, and yeah, but she's doing much better now, so I'm pleased about that. But she had been quite sick for a week, and it was really stressing me, and I was doing what I could to help out her and her husband and keep myself healthy too. And then of course we are working on getting wedding invitations out. I'm not quite as far along. I was hoping to have the assembly part finished by now, but maybe I can get that done tonight. And we're hoping to get those out by the end of the week. And then of course we had a holiday weekend. So whatever you celebrated, Passover or Easter, I hope you had a great weekend with your family and friends and the people close to you, and enjoying the meaning of your holiday. I had my kids here Saturday and Sunday. We played lots of games, watched a couple movies, of course ate, and then we actually had our Easter dinner on Sunday evening, about 6:30. Andrea and Emily's dad came over and he had worked that day, so we waited for him to have dinner, and it was very nice. But then everybody leaves and it's a little too quiet here and a little heavy on the heart. So, but I don't know what's happened to April. It's just between me being sick and then my sister and family stuff, it's just whizzing right by. So happy April 19th. I'm so happy you joined me here on Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe. Before we do today's projects, I'm going to show you 3 different cards, all with a very similar layout. So I think you're really going to like it. I'll be showing some carryover product, a retiring embossing folder, and then introducing you to a new suite that will be in our new catalog starting May 3rd. Today, I do want to give you a reminder that today is the last day for ordering my Simply Succulents class to go. Information is on my blog today with today's post, stampinpeace.com. And if you can't find that information, you can just message me and I will get that right to you in an email. But it's a wonderful class. I'm thrilled. Succulents, as you know, are so very popular at this time, both in the plants themselves, but also home decor and crafting, etc. And I'm got some more classes to go in the works. If you see these white containers behind me, that's what those are for. When I make my samples and do the paperwork, pricing, advertising for it, they go in there, and that's how I keep track of all of them. And tomorrow, that's one more thing I'm working on. The last class, which was, what was it? Garden birdhouses, was my largest class ever in terms of participants. So I am thrilled. It's probably 70% higher than my largest number ever. So I'm excited about that and need to get those kits out. Just about everything's cut, but I need to package and label for shipping and get those out by tomorrow evening. So busy time, but isn't that a good problem to have? Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around now to my workspace. While I'm doing that, please share this live video and invite others to join us this evening. I just realized I said this evening. It's not evening here. It's afternoon, late afternoon, 4 o'clock. And it's probably afternoon where most of you are watching. All right, so, you know what? I'm trying to think, how should I do this? Well, I'm going to show you the products that we're using tonight, and then we'll get started. So I said that we would be using a last chance product. That is one of my very favorite embossing folders ever. Tasteful Textile, I just checked within the last hour. It is still available and it's on sale for $7.20, I believe. So a great sale price on the embossing folders. And if you remember the Subtle embossing folder before this one came out, I kept saying that Subtle embossing folder was my favorite, and I had to say goodbye to it. And then this came, and now I'm saying goodbye to it. But the Subtle and this one, my two all-time favorite embossing folders ever, because they work with everything, everything. Returning products that I'm using tonight are the stitched rectangle dies. And in particular, I'm using these two small ones right in this big set here. And then I'm also using the Nothing's Better Than stamp set, which belongs, which is part of this wonderful bundle. And then I'm going to be using some brand new product coming to us on May 3rd. And this is the Hues of Happiness, Hues of Happiness Suite. So it has the Happiness Abounds stamp set. Love all the sentiments with the fonts in here. And then we have floral stamps with coordinating dies, and then some extra dies that are used to enhance our projects made with this bundle. We have these gorgeous glossy dots in 4 colors. Aren't they pretty? And then we have this gorgeous Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper. And some of the dies do cut out some of the flowers on the DSP, just to let you know that. So I'll quickly show you this. I think this is my favorite in the whole package. But lots of florals. And then you get the, what do I call it? Like paintbrush look to it. And then these last two are prints I'm going to be using on cards this evening. And these are the reverse sides. So you see a lot of florals, a lot of the rainbow theme as well, which is also quite popular right now. Okay, so I'm going to show you this first card. And because we're making 3 cards tonight, I have done some pre-cutting and pre-embossing. And I'm starting with a piece of basic white thick cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I scored it 5 1/2. So you get 2 out of 1 sheet of cardstock, just as if we had scored and cut the opposite direction. Oops, this is covering up here. Okay, and then I have a piece of basic white cardstock measuring 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I've embossed this with that Tasteful Textile embossing folder that I told you about. I'm gonna hate to see that go, but I know we have plenty of other wonderful embossing folders and some new ones coming to use. And then I die cut 3 stitched rectangles in that, let me grab it. In that set, I'm using the second to smallest in this bunch, the second to smallest. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp these with this cute, where is it? Cute cocktail glass. You know, I'll just set this out here so you can see the whole set. But I'm going to stamp this 3 times with black Memento ink. Black Memento ink is my go-to. Go-to black ink. It's my favorite black ink. And it is the recommended ink to use with stamping blends, which I use an awful lot, you know. Tonight I'm not using Stampin' blends, I'm just stamping, no coloring, doing it all with stamps. And then I'm going to use, let me get this right. I'm going to use these colors, okay? These colors to stamp all of the parts on the inside of the cocktail glasses. And I'm going to show you a trick here because I'm using these three colors. I'll use the Granny Apple Green for the little lime on each of the glasses. But other than that, I want to use all three of these colors on each one of these. So I'll show you a quick trick to doing that. I've got Balmy Blue, Mango Melody, and Melon Mambo. And since we are going to be changing colors quite a bit as we're stamping, you do want to make sure you have your Simply Chamois close by so that you can wash these in between. So on this first one, I'm going to stamp Balmy Blue for the drink. I'll wash that off with my Simply Chamois. And then I'm going to carry that blue over to the next cocktail glass, and I'm going to just stamp on the inside of that umbrella. And then I'm going to start here with the second cocktail glass. I've already cleaned my stamp, and I'm now going to ink it up with Mango Melody. Clean that off with my Simply Chamois. I've cleaned off my little umbrella stamp, and I'm going to carry that Mango Melody over to the next cocktail glass. I guess I didn't say that quite right. It won't have all three of these on, but it will be two of each of these colors and the green on each one. But I will be using all three of those colors equally. I hope that makes a little more sense. And then finally, I'm going to stamp the last cocktail glass with Mango Melody. These are some fun summertime drinks. Have on your patio or at the beach. And then I carried that Mango Melody over to the very first cocktail glass umbrella. So I'm going to set these aside. Well, my fingers don't want to work. There we go. And then I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green to stamp a lime on each one of these cocktail glasses. And this this stamp set is designed that the solid stamps don't fill in the outlined stamps perfectly. There's meant to be spaces and gaps, okay? Which, in my opinion, is very nice because it takes off some of the pressure of having to do perfect stamping. And they all look great, don't they? All right, so now I'm ready to add these to my card front. Now we could do something like this. Okay, you've seen us do some very similar layouts to this. That is one way to go. All right, I'm going to show you something that I think may be totally different for you. and I'm going to arrange them like this. So the first thing to do is, because I do want all of these popped up on dimensionals, but I also want this to be the focus, and the others you'll be able to see nearly all of them, but it'll, in the end, it makes a really neat design. But on this first one, you want to keep your dimensionals, I would say, below halfway, and I'll show you why in a moment. Well, and I'm going to do this about, oh, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch from the bottom, something like that. But I'm centering it left to right. And the reason I didn't want dimensionals on the top of this back is because I'm tucking other pieces in there. So I'm going to do this one next, and I will put a dimensional in each corner for this one. I'm going to stick one right in the middle too. And this one I'm putting about equidistant from the top as this one is from the bottom. And then press that into place. So now you can see why I didn't want to put this all the way down. But I made this my starting point because then it's easy for me to see where exactly I want these other two behind it, above and behind it. And you can go ahead and put a dimensional in each corner here. And placing this one, I'm going down about twice as much as I did the one on the left, going down that much from the top. But it's about the same distance on the right side of this one as it is on the left side of that top left one. Okay, that way it all looks balanced and just fun. Isn't it fun? Now, I'm going to give this card away, so I am not, therefore, going to put a sentiment on it, because you might want to use it for congratulations. You might use it for a, hey friend, thinking about you card, or enjoyed that vacation together, or whatever, a gift certificate, congratulations, a couple going on a honeymoon, whatever. So I'm not going to add a sentiment, but you can see with all the sentiments here, you get a lot of fun choices. Like you can say, today I would say, today is a cocktails kind of day. So there's a lot of mixing and matching of the sentiments in here, which is a lot of fun. I was deciding if I wanted to add, I'm not going to on this one. I like it. There's a lot going on, so I don't think I'm going to add any of these, but I am going to, let's see, use a little wink of Stella. I haven't used this in a while. And I'm just going to add a little shimmer to each of the cocktail umbrellas. This would be a fun happy birthday card. Ladies' night out. You can think of all kinds of things, right? Okay, this is the card I'm going to give away tonight. The third color, yes, is Melon Mambo. So I used Balmy Blue, Mango Melody, and Melon Mambo. and then the green is Granny Apple Green. Okay, so just fun and cheerful, bright, summery. But this is the card I'm going to give away tonight. So what I'm going to have you do right now, while I'll pull out the supplies for the other two cards, is type in the comments, nothing's better than. Okay, so type that now, nothing's better than, the name of the stamp set we used, but don't go away because you will want to see the other two cards I have you, which use the same layout. So we're going to case this one. Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds yet. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my supplies for the second card. And this I'm going to use the same layout, but we're going to come up with a completely different card, okay? So on this one, if you want to win this, you want to type nothing's better than. I'm starting with a card base of Granny Apple Green, 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it 4 1/4. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green that measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and I did emboss it with that wonderful, tasteful textile embossing folder. I adhere that flat to the front of the card. And I'm going to use basic white on the inside as my neutral for writing. And that's 5 1/4 by 4 inches also. And then I've used the very same stitched rectangle die. I'm going to pull these out for just a moment. If you have this set or if you don't, I love the number of different sizes of rectangles. It makes it super versatile. You can use it with anything, perhaps, and not just images, and you can use it with sentiments too. So it's super versatile. So I use the second to largest for the first card, and I've pre-die cut 3 pieces of designer series paper from that Hues of Happiness set that I just showed you, right? I showed you the 12 by 12 sheets. So I cut out 3 coordinating bits of DSP, and what I'm going to do is add these to the card front. I don't know which ones I want, at the bottom or top here. I think I'll do it like that. So I'm going to, and again, we could make a horizontal card, one in landscape position, but we've done that before, haven't we? So I'm going to change it up and do something more like this. Okay, I'm deciding if I want the blue one lower or the pink flowers lower. I think I'm going to go with the blue. I don't know why. Doesn't matter, does it? So this would even be a fun way for you to use up some of your DSP scraps that you have now. We all have those, have loads of scraps. Amy, the first round of catalogs were mailed on Friday. And then a few more went out in a small second batch on Saturday. So oops, I didn't want to put those at the top. So I, at this point, have mailed out about 90 catalogs. So everybody that has placed an order with me in the last, I took it back to 9 months. I was only going to go back 6 months, but I went back 9 months. So since last, what would that be? Since last July. If you placed a Stampin' Up! Order with me since last July, you were on that list. So you should be receiving yours very soon. Some of my people, believe it or not, received theirs on Saturday. Some received yesterday, and I just got a couple of direct messages from more people saying they received theirs today. And Amy, you were on that list, so you should be getting yours any day. And I mailed them myself. I did not use Stampin' Up! To do that this time. It cost me a little bit more, but I just wanted to see how it would go this time, and put in a couple little extras too for people. If you are a customer that has not placed an order with me in the last 9 months, but did prior to that, just let me know you would like a catalog and I will get one in the mail to you. If you are not working with a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you've never placed an order with me and are not currently working with a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business, and I'm happy to send you a complimentary catalog. All you have to do is message me with your full name and mailing address. Okay, so now I have that. So basically it's the very same thing, but instead of using stamped rectangles, I just used some DSP rectangles. And now I'm going to add a sentiment. This is 1/2 inch by 3.5 inch, and it's just the right size for the happy birthday stamp from the Happiness Abounds stamp set, which is in that new catalog. And I'm going to stamp this in Granny Apple Green. And where's my little mat? Since it's a photopolymer stamp, I need a little cush. My big Stampin' Pierce mat is upstairs because I was using it with the wedding invitations and didn't bring it down yet, but I'm using my silicone craft mat for this, and it works well too. And I'm just going to trim the ends with my favorite Banner's Pick a Punch. I'll put that right across there. And again, don't go anywhere because I will be doing a third and similar card. Now on this one, I think I will add some of those pretty embellishments. Whoops. I've been a demonstrator for almost 14 years. It'll be 14 years in August. And you know, I still get so excited about a new catalog and new products. It feels like Christmas every time. So it's fun to show the new stuff and get you excited as well. So I'm just gonna put, okay, I'm not even sure this is the one I want them on. I think I'm just going to use a few of the yellow ones, maybe up here. Oh, come on. I think it's time for me to purchase a putty refill. I'll put one right here. And I'm going to do this medium-sized one down here. Okay. And there's so many different colors. There's probably, 7, 8 at least different colors in the Hues of Happiness DSP. So there's my second card, same layout, but totally different card. And let's do one more. I'm going to close this up so I don't make a mess with that. So once again, I'm starting with a standard size card base, 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4. I'm using basic white on the inside. Remember, if you want to stamp something on the inside of your card, you should stamp before you adhere that cardstock. That way, if you make a mistake, you can still flip the cardstock over and have to pull out a new piece. Now, instead of using an embossed cardstock for the background on these two cards, I'm using a piece of that pretty Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper. Whoops. I want to center that on the card front. And then instead of stamping images or using more Designer Series paper on this card, I've actually just die cut rectangles, pulling colors from right from this Designer Series paper. So I've got Gorgeous Grape, I've got Daffodil Delight, and I've got Fresh Freesia. Okay, and then for my message, I've got Pool Party. So my card base and the strip for my sentiment is Pool Party. Now, I used a smaller size rectangle. On the first two cards, I used this one. On the second or the third card, I didn't want to cover up so much of the DSP, so I used smaller rectangles. You could use any shape you want. You can use this short squatty rectangle. You could use circles. You could stamp and color and die cut roses and use 3 roses. There are so many different ways to go about this one card layout. But what I'm going to do is first stamp my sentiment, because these rectangles are smaller. I'm actually going to lay them out on my card front a little bit differently. And again, this is the whole idea behind casing. We take one idea and we just change up some of the elements to create new cards. Yes, Kathy, this is new Designer Series paper, so you won't be able to purchase the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper until May 3rd. Okay, that new catalog goes live on May 3rd. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, this is big news. Stampin' Up! Is having a flash sale this Thursday, April 21st. They are offering free shipping on all orders of $75 or more. Okay, so that's $75 in product, $75 before shipping and tax. And then if you're ordering $75 of product, you get free shipping on that, which is awesome. And the free the shipping on $75 would be $7.95. You know, our shipping just went up, that $1 minimum shipping. So it's a great time. And with that, I'll say you can order pretty much anything on that sale, that free shipping promotion. And some of you may remember, let me see if I have it here. Some of you may remember that some of our prices are going up in the new catalog. Oh, Okay, I don't seem to have it right here with me, but I can tell you that cardstock and all these things are minimal price increases, but they are increases no matter. Oh gosh, some of the punches from $18 to $19. Ink pads are going up, maybe 50 cents or so. Cardstock about the same, 50 cents or so a pack. Gosh, I'll have to get that and post it to my blog so you all know. And I believe I did put it in the last newsletter, but I'll post it again. So that's something to consider, because if you want to stock up on some of your essentials, now's a great time to do that on Thursday before prices go up in the new catalog starting May 3rd and with the free shipping promotion on Thursday. And you can place that order online with the host code, or you can contact me and I can assist you in ordering, whatever you prefer. Whoops. And demonstrators just got notice of that today. So they don't give us a whole lot of time to get the word out on that, but I guess that's what a flash sale is, right? So I'm excited about that. I need to go through my cardstock and envelopes and things and see what I can stock up on with the free shipping and with the and before the price increases. We might as well get the most we can for our money, right? Okay, so that's my third card. So you can see the same basic layout, but I did change up more elements. I changed up the size of the rectangle, changed up the placement of the rectangles from the first and the second, but this right here is a great example of what it means to case. Now let's add some of these glossy dots to this card. I think I'm going to put a purple one here, do a large yellow, maybe, I don't know, up here. And there is not a light purple, but I think I'll add this bright pink. And then I'm going to go crazy here and add 2 of the blue ones. So that way I've used all 4 of those colors of glossy dots on one card. So what do you think? What do you think? Who loves it when I give away a card? How about if I give away a second card and a third card? I think I'm going to go ahead and give all 3 of these away tonight. How's that for a surprise? So if I know some of you already commented, if you'd like to win this first card, you just type in the comments, "Nothing's better than," the name of that stamp set. And then on these 2 cards, comment, what's the suite called? Hues of Happiness. Hues, H-U-E-S. Heidi, I like that answer. Who doesn't want to win cards? Sue says she loves it when I give away cards. Well, good. It's just a fun something I can do for all of you to show my appreciation for you following me and giving me the opportunity to share what I love to do, and that's stamping. All right, are there any questions I can answer for you? Any questions I can answer for you. Like I said, today is the last day to order the Simply Succulents class to go. Thursday is Thursday all day and one day only is our 24-hour flash sale. You get free shipping on orders of $75 or more. Okay, and that's $75 before shipping and tax. $75 of product, and you'll get free shipping. In catalogs. Okay, catalogs. Holly, the name of that DSP is Hues of Happiness. And it is in the new catalog. New catalogs. If you are a demonstrator, you will be receiving a complimentary catalog from Stampin' Up. I know they have gone out already. I have received mine, but you know, it just kind of depends where you are and when your postal courier gets it to you, but you should receive one from Stampin' Up. All demonstrators, whether you're a business demonstrator or hobby demonstrator, happy shopper, discount shopper, whatever you want to call it, all demonstrators will get a complimentary catalog from Stampin' Up. Like I said, if you have ordered Stampin' Up from me in the last 9 months, I've already sent you a catalog at the end of last week. If you haven't received it as of today, you should be receiving it very soon. Holly says she's got a big wish list. And you know, the wonderful thing about that is Holly is on my team. So Holly, everything on her wish list, she will purchase at a discount price. So if you've got a long list and you are not on my team, please talk to me about joining, because you are going to get a great deal on the starter kit. And then every purchase you make after that, while you're a demonstrator, you get a discount. No, Amy, you cannot order from the new catalog for the flash sale. The new catalog does not begin until May 3rd. Okay? Nothing in the new catalog can be ordered by customers until May 3rd. All right? If you have not ever placed an order with me and would like to receive a catalog, or it's been a very long time since you placed an order with me, all you have to do is message me and let me know. So if you don't have a demonstrator you're working with right now, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would be happy to send you a complimentary catalog. Alrighty? Okay, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow evening. It's strange for me to be with you on Tuesday, but since I moved yesterday's to today, I will see you 2 days in a row. So Diane, yes, there are dies. Well, which set are you talking about, Diana? The Nothing's Better Than stamp set has dies to go with it, and this is available now. It'll carry over from the current catalog. And the Happiness Abounds stamp set has a die set as well. Okay. All right, everybody. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. with some more creative inspiration. Bye-bye.